Yeah, we're back. We're here early, actually. It's very, very early. It's totally a change of pace for me. And we are in the Earthen Peak. Now, Earthen Peak, right away you'll get tantalized to drop down one of these sides. Don't do it. It's instant death. Just go straight. Now, Earthen Peak's got a few enemies and characters that we're not too fond of. Mannequins, of course, who now shoot poison arrows and throw poison knives. And the big guys. You can actually, like I said before, you can backstab them. Now, if you want, these dudes aren't really paying attention to you. If you want, you could try to break that pot and poison them. This dude will start coming after you. Whereas the mannequin's going to sort of hang back. Just stay here so you don't get the mannequin's attack. Oh, too late. Well, what the oh, Jesus Christ. Where the See what I'm saying with these mannequins? They fucking, like, they hit you like 8 times before you even know they're there. Let's drink up. I don't want to go nuts losing all my Estus flasks, like, right away. How about backstabbing? You need arrows in this area. So why am I starting so early? Because like I said before, I'm going to finally go see The Hobbit. My really good friend, Primetime Stevie B, and we usually go to see The Hobbit together, but I haven't been able to really get in touch with him about it. So I'm going on my own. Now, you can knock these guys off. Like I said, they shoot poison arrows at you. So just be careful with that. Like, don't just be standing out there shooting arrows when you can get poisoned. But as you've also noted, the perception here is a little off. Considering I was shooting this guy directly, and it didn't really register because the wall that's not there was somehow blocking it. Now, you can sort of... Wait, let's see. Nope, I ruined it. Alright, now let's go. Ah, wise guy, huh? And he fell, which is perfect. Now, if you look over here, there's a new type of enemy. It's this guy. I won't fight him on the bridge. These guys are called wardens, some kind of wardens, I forgot. You can get their armor. You can also parry and backstab these dudes. I would go with the backstab, because as you can see, it's a little easier to get behind them than you would imagine. They are pretty quick. You can also shield break them, which I'm going to do right now. And there we go. You're dead. Yeah, they're not that different. I mean, they're like spears or lances, whatever you want to call them. They do pierce your shield, so be careful with that. Now over there you're going to want to get that treasure, but you're not going to be able to get that treasure if you can't go that way. You're going to have to go from up here. We're not going to really worry about that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to fight. There are going to be 2 that come down here if you go near that ladder. Let's pull this thing up. The Earthen Peak is not long, but it is abundant. There's a lot going on here in the Earthen Peak. There are a lot of different ways you can go. What we want to do first is we want to get to the bonfire, which is not this way. This is a mannequin. And I don't mean mannequin like Kim Cattrall mannequin in the 80s movie. I mean like these mannequins. It's not even spelled the same way. I mean, you can block them and then just go to town on them. I mean, they don't give you enough souls for the effort, but they are rather annoying. Now just keep your eyes down. You never know when there's going to be a break in the floor or whatever. As you know here, and just look up before you, because I think a mannequin's going to come dropping down. Let's actually, you know what, let me use one of my One of my radiant life gems. Because they're very radiant. But the thing you gotta be careful with the mannequins, let me just make sure of something. This is a giant cock. The thing you have to be careful with the mannequins is... Okay. They'll hit you a few times. Without you knowing. So... And you get a pike. All that for a pike. So, if they hit you once, they'll get them in a position to hit you like 5 more times. And their combos can do a great deal of damage overall. So, you know... Now, like I said, one's going to drop down, they're going to throw a knife at you, get rid of him quick, because another one's going to drop down. Wow, he should have been dead. Well, he's dead now. He's dead now! Let's go with the flame one. I've upgraded the flame a bit. Well, it's not doing that much damage. Alright. Well, if the other sword is better, then I'm going to want to use this sword for a while. So, yeah, I mean, I'm getting ready some footage for you guys in Dragon Age Inquisition. Now watch out here, there are a bunch of mannequins here. In fact, let's get this guy's attention. Hello! Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, come on! Because there's going to be a few more here. Just watch. Now, what we want to do... In order to defeat the boss that's coming here a lot easier than we would originally... In fact, let me put this on. Make sure nothing's coming. Let me get this in my inventory. All those flame butterflies and torches now are going to help out huge. And this is what we got to do. We go up here to where this windmill is. Be careful. And you get close. And then we're going to flame butterfly. And it says set light. Light this thing. Watch it burn. And what that'll do now is that'll dispense with some of the poisons. So, yeah. So the poison mist and the poison liquids and stuff, they're going to sort of disperse a bit. Now, I want to go through here first. The reason why is because this leads to the bonfire. See? It's right there. I'm going to light it, but I'm not going to rest at it. Not yet. Because I don't want to bring these mannequins back. But at least now if we die, we end up here. Now, if you look down here, you can drop to where we were before, but there is no point in doing that. We're going to go up here. Put your shield up, your bow up. Alright, now be careful here. There is a floor plate that I don't plan on stepping on. You get 3 black fire bombs this way, but go around this way to avoid that plate. And then go back this way because there's a mannequin here with his back turned, so we can backstab him. And now he's dead. Look at that shit. Yeah! You gone. And we get the mannequin mask. Not the medical mask. We do want to get up there because from up there we can drop down to that area, which is where we can get that, how we can get that item. Okay, no. Oh, I stepped on it. You step on him. Oh, there you are. See? Like, he hits you once and it's like the end. But I can do the same thing and kill you. Now, over here is a very interesting area. With a very interesting person. And that person, we're going to need, well not need, but we can definitely use to get to the next soul. Next great soul. Over here is Simpleton Spice. I've got a bunch of those. And just carefully walk on the edge here. Carefully walking. Carefully walking. And around here we're going to meet Gilligan!
Shush. You idiot. Stay quiet. I'm on the run. Don't give me away. You're a fugitive too, eh? Yeah? Why else would you be here? It's got death written all over it. You want to climb down here? I can lend you a ladder. But, How much can you offer me? Why, yep. I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude? Downright rude, really. I've got a soft heart, so I let you off. This once.
Sure.
All right. It'll be just a moment.
And then we get to this epic cutscene where he turns around very slowly, pulls out a ladder, and throws it down. And you don't have to watch it every time he sets up a ladder for you, but you do have to watch it every time he sets. But you could pass it.
Go on ahead. I won't offer this deal twice.
Now keep talking to old Gilligan, because if you do, you get him back to Majula, which is where we want him to be.
What is it? What do you need now? Huh?
He also teaches you the prostration gesture, which basically is just you kissing the ground.
Psst. Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right? And the poison, well, does wonders for her body. You know, health and beauty and that sort of stuff. And I thought only human women were so petty. That creature, she was human once, you know? Yeah. In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle. But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty, hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean? Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened? Long ago, when this very land was called something else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. And this won't be the last. Oh no. That damned hag just can't let her old flame go. She's going to get us all burned. God almighty. I'm not going to die in this dump. God,
That means he's leaving. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me show you what he sells.
Oh.
Okay, so he sells a reinforced club, a whip, claws, which are good if you know, like hand-to-hand. Wooden shield, which sucks. He also sells thief mask, black leather armor, black leather gloves. He sells lacerating blades, which is good. Lacerating knives, I mean. Aromatic ooze, which is good. A bleeding serum, which is like aromatic ooze or gold pine resin or something. It just adds bleeding to your weapon. And a ladder miniature, which is basically like a quest item that you don't really need. I could buy some lacerating blades, but I'm not really going to... I already gave the dude 2,000 souls.
All the best.
So he gave us a ladder that drops us down here. Could I have made this drop with my silver cat ring? Most likely, but do I want to? No. And over here, you get Pharaoh's Lockstone and some Twinkling Titanite, which will be good for our shield. This is not going to be the shield I finish this character with. I'm going to actually get a much larger shield, a much heavier shield. That's not going to weigh the character down because the character is going to have light armor. So, don't worry. Again, this is not... I just wanted to use the shield because it's the first shield you can get that's affordable and has 100% damage reduction. And we're going to need that for this next boss fight, along with some skill and cleverness. Now over here is an elevator, but we don't really care much for the elevator as much as we care about what's underneath the elevator. As you can tell, there's pathway that way, there's pathway here, you know, but first, what we want to do is... Where's the lever? There it is. Pull the lever. Get this elevator out of your way. Now, the thing you have to watch out for is the elevator does drop back down on you. It takes a while, but it'll drop back down on you. So, run in here, get this item, Large Soul Proud Knight, Divine Blessing, which we can use. Get back up here, climb up. Now, you can go up in that ladder, in that elevator. That's one of the reasons why it delays before it goes up. And I'll show you where it takes you. I mean, basically, like, this is the whole area. It's not that big a deal. A lot of this is more like a Dragon Age 2, where you have a bunch of small quests as opposed to any real major long quests. It just takes you here. I mean, it's not really a big deal, is it? Oh, shit. You gonna come down, or do I have to come up and get you? I probably would have to come up and get you, right? Because you're a little fuck. Now, I am gonna use a human effigy. Whatever's throwing fire, we'll get to them later. How do you fucking shoot two at a time? Ah. Now, what you can do with those pots is you can break them and let it poison the enemy. That's always helpful. I do that all the time. It's actually pretty fun. These desert sorceresses, as they're called, or something like that, they have strong pyromancy, and they have the greatest death noise of all time. I mean, of any video game you'll ever play, there is no better death noise. Oh, they're always throwing poison knives. Ah, you crafty little fuck, aren't you? Well, don't matter because you're dead. Oh, don't matter because you're dead. There we go. This is not a mimic. There is a mimic in this area, but it's not here. It is an item. Mytha Shield. Shield from Mytha. Now, if you want, you could try to kill that. You don't really have to try to kill that thing. Wow, that hurt. Jesus. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm used to having my silver cat ring. I might put it back on soon. So anyway, instead of going that way, we're going to go this way. This way has one of our friends. Just get his attention. Come on out, friend. Wow, I totally blocked all that, you fucking lying shit. Are you fucking serious? Oh, fuck you, man. I fucking blocked... Fuck you. I blocked the fucking goddamn combo that he fucking pulled out of nowhere, so why don't you go kiss my ass? You're fucking so full of shit, it drives me crazy. Really. Alright. Let's kill you. The only problem with killing that guy is the other two come down and start attacking. I usually just leave that dick alone, but... so what you're saying is that I'm not hitting anything. That's what you're trying to tell me. Oh, good, because they're not hitting anything. Wow, why did my swing become so broad? Well, you're dead anyway. Well, you know what to do. Go around there, kill him. Now, we can climb this ladder, but I want to get my souls first from that cock. I stepped on a plate again. Shit. Stop. Oh, wait. Another one of you? Oh, that's right. The one that was already there. Fuck off. They sometimes drop poison knives. Not usually, but sometimes they do. Actually, speaking of poison knives, I have a bunch of them. Why don't I use them against this fuck? First, let me get my souls. 1, 2... Ah! Still not poisoned, huh? The problem is I can't see anything. Die, bitch. Okay, now, if you go here and you go down here, you'll notice we have an old friend hanging about. There is Pate.
Well, we meet again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself. Well, we meet this... I don't quite...
Pate was called a liar, but he's telling you the truth. There is treasure this way. You can't open the door this way, but there is treasure this way. The way you get to that door is you have to go up and around. Which is what we're going to do. Now let me just make Right, there they are. Okay. So these are the desert sorceresses. Well, that's one anyway. There's treasure on the other side of that. It's a pretty nasty jump. If you're this far, this thing's got no chance against you. If you get up close, then you're in trouble. Because as you can see, they throw those things, they throw that fireball that explodes, you know, over time. Let me see. What do I want? Yeah, let's put the silver. Open these door. And there's Pate, but before we do that... I gotta pick up my endurance when I level up. It is great heavy soul arrow, which we are gonna use when I'm finally using sorceries, which I will when I get a rod. He said rod. Alright, so we did what Pate didn't want to do, so we talked to him.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought. In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead and took the leap. I prefer a more cautious approach. It's hard to know who to even trust these days. For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life. Now, what misunderstanding could have ever led to that? The poor bloke must have quite an imagination. You be careful too, my friend, for trust can be a dangerous thing. You be careful too.
Yeah, he just seems like a sleazy fuck, but he really hasn't lied. Not to me, anyway. So, if you noticed, as I was saying before, there is treasure on that side. But this jump is, it's not impossible, it's just really, really tough. And if you don't land it, you're gonna die. Like, basically what you have to do is you have to, like, jump to that side, and then the jump back's even worse. So, like, you have to, like, basically jump like this. And then you can pick up the Radiant Life Gem, and it's all just for Radiant Life Gem. There is a treasure chest here, though. This is Wilted Dusk Herb, that's what she dropped. This is not a Mimic. And it is not a trap. It is Soul of Brave Warrior and Crimson Water. Now, like I said, the jump back is the killer. Because basically with the jump back, you have to, like, land it perfectly. And if you don't do it right and you... Hey, you know what? I got my silver cat ring on. Why don't I just fall down? I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it's better. I'm better off this way. See, I mean, it almost killed me. Hey, forgot. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, that was bad. All right, well, I don't... Well, you know what? That sucks, because now... Oh, actually, no, it doesn't suck. I'll just travel to that bonfire and get that, and then travel back to the bonfire I was at. Aha! I outthought you, you bastard. All right, well, let's do that. Let's warp to that bonfire from the beginning, and let's get our souls back. Actually, let me see something. I'm tired of looking at her as it's like dead. So let's travel back to the beginning of... So we can get our souls and then go back here and return to what we were doing before. Now the ladder up is going to actually lead you to where the boss fight is. So we're pretty much at the end. There's just a few more things. Is there any... Well, no, I think I can just go up. Let's get our souls. How many souls do I have now? 29,000. All right. Because when I'm done here, I'm going to I'm going to level up. Get your shit together, will ya? It's Becker. Okay, so... Let's go to the lobby. Let's return where we were going. Which is here. I'm not touching that thing. I'm not touching it, though. No, spank. Go back here. I forgot that the enemies had respawned since I died. I just like killing this thing. I just enjoy killing it. Some of them have 500 hit points, some of them have 700, and it's bizarre. It's just very, very bizarre. So I think I got everything down there from what I can tell. So we're going to go up here. Now, that way is towards the boss fight. This way is towards something else. This way is towards some more treasure and a mimic. You can see there's mannequin there. Put your shield up. And there's another mannequin throwing shit at you. I think. No, it's not. Okay. Now, what we can do... This is the other side of that area. What we can do now is we can just totally cheese these people. We can just totally, like... whoop them from a mile away. Aw, you can't come and attack me. You hear that noise? Can you hear that? That's my favorite noise. Wait, hold on. Let me kill this one. I don't think you're going to hear it from here, though. Can you hear it from there? I just love that noise. Ooh, it's great. We'll get closer to them, and we'll be able to really, really nab them. But that's just great. I just love that. Ooh. They're half-naked females wearing boots. They look like strippers. They got like little boots, little tops on. They throw pyromancy at you like there's no tomorrow. Boy, doesn't it just suck when like you know you're gonna die and there's nothing you can do about it? Because I'm just such a fucking prick that I'm gonna shoot you from across the room. Even though you're a friggin' nothing enemy that I can kill easily. Doesn't this just suck balls that I'm doing this to you? Well, you know what? I don't care. Yeah, keep moving. Keep moving. That's gonna really solve your problems. Oh, look at that. Oh, you got fucking nailed, bitch. I actually want to put... Yeah, that's right. That's right. Get angry and shield bash nothing. Come on. It's real easy. You just got to walk over a fan. Now, down here... let's see. Yeah, that's the other side. We don't care about that. Just, be careful. I fell anyway. Oh, hey. Nice to meet you. Just like your brethren, you fucker. Now, I don't want to roll through these pots because that's going to really be bad. So, let's shoot. Swing! Now, be careful when you drop. Don't... See, and we're back where the elevator was. This dick is back to... Hello, Dick. I think these guys can be poisoned. You know what? Let me take you out of here. I'm tired of this fucking hallway. Come on. Oh, that was stupid, because now I backstabbed you. I don't really have a critical strike weapon, but it's doing some adequate damage anyway. Now that's where Pate was. He's not going to be there anymore. There's a desert sorceress. Up here is the other side of where we were. This is a crowbar, see? Stools. And this is a treasure chest. Hopefully they didn't nail it. I think I could just... I'm going to try to just... Yeah. Oh, but it's a crossbow. Bing, bing. And we get another Pharos Lockstone. Zippity, zippity, zippity. We need as many of those Pharos Lockstones as we possibly can get, because before we get to the area where the second great soul to be embraced is, we are actually going to have to go to, well, not have to go. It's an option. It's another one of these optional, you know, initiations. Oh yeah, that's that. I don't want to go there. You know, optional initiation shebangamos for, you know, joining a covenant or whatever. I mean, it's not mandatory. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, I like that. He's got his head like embedded into the wall. Okay, so now we're gonna go back. Bleh, don't go that. I always do that. I always drop down that because I'm an idiot. But anyway, we're gonna go back this way. What I always do is I like to break this pot. Poisons her. She'll die real quick. You hear that? Ooh. Let's break this one too. And now she's gonna die real quick. Just love that. I'm fucking so sick. Dragon Charm and Wilted Herb. Now, there's a dude over there. You know what? I'm sure he doesn't get poisoned, actually, now that I think about it. But we got more room to fuck with him, so we're okay. Oh, somebody got backstabbed. You know what? Let's double hand this. Doink, doink, and you're dead. Just make sure he's dead if you're gonna double hand it. Now, there is a... See, this is the way to the boss fight. As you can see, there is a summon sign. Oh, she came down to me. Sometimes she drops her armor. I mean, I would want to get something like that for Celis, but... These aren't illusory walls, by the way. You can look carefully all you want. Sometimes they drop their equipment. Dragon Charm. Dragon Charms are good. The only problem with Dragon Charms and Monastery Charms is they take forever for you to actually use. Like, if you use a Dragon Charm, you'll have to bow for like an hour and a half. Okay, so this way is filled with pots. That's alright, I've got throwing knives that can handle this situation. Ping! These are poison pots that are blocking... What's that, kids? Beetles. Poison beetles. Not the beetles. Come together right now over poison. Ah, I could have done better, I'm sorry. I've done better on a whim. Okay, how about this? Come together right now over Peak. Like Earthen Peak, get it? Now, there's somebody out there like my cousin who's probably just, like, spitting at me right now. How dare you defame the name of the Beatles with your stupid shit. Okay, we got a few more of these fuckers. Let's kill them before they come ramming their beetle heads on us. I've never actually seen a beetle just headbutt somebody. Imagine it. Imagine like a beetle climbs on your hand and it just headbutts you. Okay. Let's use one of our Radiant Life Gems that we seem to keep getting. Let's get this item. Now, as I've said, smooth and silky stone. As I've said, this thing is... Let's get rid of you. Nope, not you. You. I don't want this thing poisoning me. This is actually a mimic. Oh, stop. Wow, really, huh? Even though I was behind it? Yeah, watch out. They'll just do that crap and lay down on you. But it's okay. It's dead. I really didn't think that it could actually eat me from behind. But the one good thing I have to say about this game as opposed to the first one is you get the work hook and the dark gauntlets. The one thing I have to say that's good about this game as opposed to the other one, Dark Souls 1, is that the mimics don't kill you instantly. This will give you a healing pool if you put a Ferrous Lockstone in it. I'm not going to use it because I don't know how many more Ferrous Lockstones we're going to get. Let's use another Radiant Light. Now that I think of it. Pardon me, I have the hiccups. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. And as you would expect, this non-playable character is a pain in the ass like all the other ones. Ooh, that was bad. And I'm dead. Oh, look at that. See, like, these non-playable characters, these phantoms that just appear on you, they're the fucking worst, man. They're the absolute worst. They always have a weapon that penetrates your shield. They always have a method that, you know, like, they're just the worst. They'll shield break you. They're just terrible. And I wanted to get a backstab on that prick, but now I gotta go back and get my fucking souls. And no matter what Dark Souls it is, I just hate dying. Pain in the ass. But I do love killing this thing. Alright. Hey, I didn't step on the plate. Isn't that nice? Alright, so let's just climb up. I was going this way, was I not? Or did I already do everything I needed to do this way? And anyway, I think I was going this way. Oh yeah, no, I was going this way. So let's just get our souls back. Problem, I don't have any heavy arrows. Oh, you're poisoned anyway. And so are you. Ooh. Let's see, did you drop anything good? Dragon Charm. Wilted Dusker. How about you, sweetness? Oh, yeah, you're missing. You're completely missing. Oops. There we go. That's what I want. Backstab. No, because I totally blocked that, so fuck you. Okay. Yeah, watch out for that. That's tough. And you don't want to get too close to this area behind you because then these guys will start attacking you. So just be careful with that. Let's heal up. And let's kill this bastard. Actually, let me use my +7 longsword. Let me use this. You've stolen my souls! No, see? Oh, come on, it's a fucking backstab. Oh, I'm poisoned, that's not good. But so is he, so that is good. Just run. Run until he dies. Oh god, come on, really? Fucking thing, man. Heal up. I don't get Invader Vanquished, nothing. Don't get anything like that. Or Banished, whatever the fuck. Alright, what was this guy guarding? Absolutely nothing. I mean, if you want to get technical, I think he was guarding the way down to collect that other item that I don't care about right now. But either way, it's not all that useful. No, actually, it's just above where we're going. No, really no big deal. It's up to you if you want to take that chance. I don't know. I don't find it worth the trouble. But then again, I wasn't really trying to fight that thing. I just forgot it was there. Let's get out the... okay, so now this is pretty important right here. You got to make sure that when you pull this guy, don't get the other guy's attention. Pull one at a time. And then bring the fight up here if my character would move. I really wish you would do the backstab. Well, you won't. Okay. So now that this motherfucker is dead, Grave Wardens, that's what they're called. Not Grey Wardens, Grave Wardens. Let's kill you. But I can kill you. Good move. And they do flask, by the way, but I do backstab, so I don't care. Alright. We got an item here. Poison stone, so now we can poison imbue our weapon, and this is the boss fight. Now, with this boss fight, you will not be able to heal if you have a shield that blocks 100%, like I do. You'll be good with the thrusts and whatever, but the magic you gotta just dodge. And there she goes. Now watch out, we're being poisoned already. Now be careful, that right there is the first attack. That could nail you. As you can see, she's quick with the thrust moves. But if you stay to her right, you should be okay. Hit her once. Don't go crazy. That one, you can hit a few times. Now, she does a grab move. That you have to dive out of the way from. Then when she goes in the poison, she heals herself. That's why we got rid of the poison. So just remember that. So try to keep her out of the poison. Try to keep yourself out of the poison while you're at it. Now, when she tries to toss her head, it's going to do a great deal of magic power or magic damage. So you want to get out of the way. But what it does, too, and watch out for that, too. She always nails me with that. See, oh, damn. That was actually, I thought she was going to toss the head. What it does when she tosses her head is it leaves her totally vulnerable. Watch that move. Does hit on the... but as you can see, like, get out, just move to the right when she pulls that one out. Just keep moving to the right. Make sure she doesn't nail you with that kind of crap. And when she tosses the head, she usually doesn't toss the head unless she's far away from you. So just kind of bait her to just keep doing physical attacks. That dive out of the way from. Which I'm not doing. I'm just not doing. Okay, the head toss. As you can see, now she's totally vulnerable. So it was not a good idea. Now she's healing herself. Oh boy. But it doesn't matter because she's dead. Look at that. First try. Nice. Last time I had such a hard time with this bitch. And we get her Baneful Queen Soul. So now that we've destroyed Mytha, or Mytha, whatever her name is, we're going to go up this way. Okay, yeah, I got rid of the poison bite ring. We're going to go up this way. There is... Are there illusory walls? I don't think they're illusory walls. No, I don't think so. But what there is an elevator. And the reason why we can't pull the switch is because the elevator's already here. But I just want to make sure there are no illusory walls. No, I don't think there are. So yeah, she didn't do the grab attack. The grab attack is what was killing me before. With the grab attack, she'll make it look like she's going to hug you. Just dive out of the way, you know, when you can. Because if she grabs you, it's going to hurt. And then she's going to set you up for another attack. But basically, if you have a shield that does 100% damage reduction, you don't really have to worry about her. And when she throws her head, just get behind her. Because it's not... The blast won't hit you. And then you can just whack her a few times. Alright, so this is going to lead us up to... Around here. The Iron Keep. Now immediately before we go into the Iron Keep, just go around here, go down here. Rest at this bonfire. And now let's go back to Majula. Ooh, I am back. Sorry. Okay. Just had to go make a deposit. Alright, so we're back in Majula. And before we do anything, because I want to level up, before we do anything, let's go over here, because we'll notice that our good friend has decided to follow us to Majula. That's Gilligan. Too bad he didn't bring the skipper with him. But the first thing we got to do before we do anything else, because this is where we're going to go next.
Wait. You found your way out, too. The name's Gilligan. Don't make me say it twice. Alright. What do you want? I have everything you need. Oh, I should have listened to the warnings. This place is flippin' mental. Huh? No, I wasn't born here. I'm from a wee bit out west. That's all. I've seen some rough times. I think I'll settle down for a while. You wouldn't believe the shenanigans that happen in my business. I thought at least here in the middle of nowhere, I could stay clear of, my old pals. Oh, don't ask me what happened. Have you no discretion, me old chum? That gaping hole? Well, search me. It's where the people around here toss all their rubbish. Corpses, or you know what. Or whatever they'd rather be rid of. Oh, and those human statues. Who are they supposed to be? Anybody, I suppose. Probably just some old pagan costume. What's it like at the bottom of the hole? I mean, why in the hell would I know? Ha! Oh, yeah. Somebody told me that the grave of a saint lies below here. Not built by the king, no. It dated back to a time long before him. The tomb connects to that hole. And there's something about some rat king down there. Hell, if the old rat is as rich as they say, maybe I should go and pay him a visit. Oh, I should have...
Alright, so basically his only purpose is to set up ladders.
Hole. You must have lost your marbles. Fine, sure, fine. I'm happy to be of service. You need a ladder then, sure enough. But you'll have to show some generosity.
We'll give him 12,000.
Well, really? A very generous offer indeed. Especially from you. I get such a warm feeling inside when I get the chance to help others.
And he'll set up that long, big ladder that... I don't want to watch that.
This ladder's not for sale. The only things I sell are miniatures. I mean, if that tickles your fancy, you can buy as many as you like. Cheers for that.
So, if you will look, there's the ladder that he set up takes us all the way down to where we want to go. There are some items we can grab, but we're going to do that as we go along. I have my silver cat ring. Now, before I... Well, let's go back to Twixt Between. Since I want to trade in my smooth and silky stones. Let me see something. So I've got a bunch of soul items. I've got a couple of big souls. I've got 6 smooth silky stones, 1 big one. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to go release somebody from his prison. We're going to level up, and then we're going to get down to that gutter area to embrace. And I always go the wrong word. Go down that gutter area to embrace the second great soul. Lost souls. But first, it's time to give some birds that like smooth and silky shit. Like, that's not a sexual innuendo of any kind. Smooth and silky, ooh. Listen, is this game Japanese? There's sexual innuendo everywhere. By the way, you know, like I was saying, and I think I was talking about this in one of the Dark Souls 1 playthroughs.
You, give it smooth.
The,
Yes, you!
all you ever hear about nowadays is that Japanese role-playing games? Or JRPGs? No! Damn it. I hate when I do that. That Japanese role-playing games, JRPGs, are dying. Well, because of From Software, they seem to be making a comeback, because this is a Japanese RPG. Although it's an action RPG, it's still a Japanese RPG nonetheless. Okay.
Yay!
You get a life gem. Yeah. Shut up. Get a life gem. Dark Knight Stone. Cracked Red Eye Orb. Titanite Shard. And a human effigy. Nice. Thanks, guys. I'm going to use that human effigy right now. Plonk. Okay. So now that that's all taken care of, let's climb back down here. Woo! Poop. Alright, and let's go to the Lost Bastille, where a new non-playable character that's going to help us out with big soul trade-ins and boss fight soul trade-ins and sorceries lies. Let's do this, and then we're going to get down the gutter. This one might be a little longer than usual because I had to die twice in the Earthen Peak fucking place. I actually do want to go back. I'm going to probably dedicate one of the last few videos that I have to backtracking and doing things that I forgot about. Or doing things that I didn't get a chance to do originally. So we're going to go to the servants' quarters because that's where the man in question is. I also want to buy arrows. I got to replenish my stock. I'm down to like 500. How much for 1 rib? So let's try to do this quick. Let's get out the bow. Because you know, when you've got the bow, go through here. Oh yeah, before I do that, I gotta kill you guys. Hi, big man. Schlonk. Wow, that was a healthy cut. Yeah, you pyromancy! That really does a lot of damage. Okay. You dead. Now, how do you feel about that? Isn't it great, though, this game, these games? Basically, these undead just go around recreating, you know, kingdoms and destroying them and doing it again. Well, you could certainly shoot barrels. That's not what I was really looking for, but whatever. Yeah, if you don't shoot these guys with arrows, you're just hankering for a spankering. Shoot them with arrows, man. Get it over with. Okay, let's go up here. Actually, I should have shot. Well, it doesn't matter. He's just kind of hanging. I'm just hanging. Kill you. The only problem, like I said, with these, you know what? Let's use a firebomb, since I only have one. I only ate one. Wow, that was terrible. Actually, let's put black firebombs in my equipment list. I mean, I have witching urns, but I don't want to use those. I also have hexing urns, which are pretty much the same thing. Black firebomb, where are you? There you go. Did I kill all of you? I don't think so. Is there one more? Well, let's run up here and not worry about it. You can turn. I mean, I'd be... Oh, there you are. I knew there was one more. I knew one of you little bastards was still hanging around. Okay, here comes the money spot. One. Turn. Two. Plonk. And now up here. One. Don't worry, I won't count all the time. Two. Hello. Oh, this controller. You know, I was trying to test it out because it looked like the controller was actually responding again. But that was just an illusion. Okay, now that they're all dead. Now remember, if you, when you use that bonfire the next time, yes. When you use that bonfire the next time, those guys are all going to be back. And we have Straid, ladies and gentlemen. Straid has been released.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Straid, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me. Very good. Very good indeed. Cursed one, weak you may be, but I, Straid, will teach you my spells.
Straid actually has, he teaches you the mock gesture, which we're going to use a lot, and he actually has a lot to say.
Oh, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner? Drang Lake. I've never heard the name. Is that what they call this place now? Very good. Very good indeed. The cursed ones were imprisoned within this land. Of course, you came of your own free will. The people feared the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind. In the end, they swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds, don't you think? Once people became aware of their own frailty, they seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed, all so that they could sleep better at night. They even turned the great Straid into a stone. Many kingdoms rose and fell on this tract of earth. Mine was by no means the first. Anything that has a beginning also has an end. No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade. But then, from the ashes, the flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face. It is all a curse. And it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame. Pyromancy was created by the ancient witch of fire. She harnessed the power of flame and melded it into pyromancy. The witch led her daughters into war against the old ones. But legends are legends. What are you prepared to believe? Oh, long enough. Why did...
Alright, so if you go to trade, you'll notice that you can get new weapons with the souls that we have. This is what the Covetous Demon Soul will give us from him, the Bone Scythe. You also have spells, like Heavy Homing Soul Arrow, but I don't have that soul anymore. So really, I'm not thinking about the Bone Scythe. I mean, the Pursuer's Great Shield is a pretty good shield. I'm not really thinking about these, so I'm going to get rid of those souls. But he also sells the the Ring of Knowledge, which increases intelligence. The Lingering Dragoncrest Ring, which extends spell capacity or length. Restores HP and spell uses as Rouge Water, and some good spells. So let's get Strong Magic, Flame, Dark Orb, Dark Hail, Dark Fog, Affinity. Resplendent Life. Strong Magic. I mean, I'm going to get this.
Feeble, cursed one. Do you really think you can manage the glories that are my spells?
He always says that when you're done. By the way, move, dude. Okay, so we're going to light this bonfire. That's the last of the Lost Bastille bonfires. Let's go back to the Far Fire and let's level up. And then I'm going to stop and come back in a second to do for you the gutter. And hopefully we'll be able to get to the second soul to embrace. But first, I don't think I'm going to be able to level up that much. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to level up that much. Especially since I gave Straid some of my soul. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to level up that much. Even with all these soul items. Hey, look at that. You can pop these souls, but I don't really feel like doing that. Covetous Demon Soul. That's crap. I mean, I would... if you have if you really want to see what you can get from those souls, I would hold on to them for a while. Because there will be another character that we'll meet later on that can also give you weapons and shit. Let's level up. Alright, one up for that. that, one for that. Yeah. I got room for 2, right? Alright. And there we go. Okay, so right now our character is on level 92, which isn't so bad. Soul memory is pretty high. Okay, so I'll be right back. Let's do the mock. Mock. I'll be right back. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.